today's Teachers' Day, and I want to extend all my heartfelt wishes to all my former teachers and all those who are teaching now, including me. When I was in primary 5 and primary 6, I had a teacher by the name of Mohd Ali Marican. He was our form teacher. He was effectively bilingual, he was good at English and he was very good in Tamil. And there's something that I really liked about him, which is he was a very good sportsman. Mr. Ali would actually play football with us, And I remember him telling us, why are you guys dribbling the ball so much? Look at, that time I remember West Germany was playing in the World Cup and they won the World Cup, and he was telling us, did you see the World Cup match last night? How they were passing, each player was not holding on to the ball for more than a few seconds. The moment he received the ball, he will look around and pass the ball immediately. He told me that when I was in primary 5 or primary 6, but I still remember it till today. Mr. Robert Kuah was our English teacher when we were in secondary 1, and we were in Queenstown Secondary School. Back then it was known as Queenstown Secondary Technical School. He will engage the class all the way. He will be firm, but at the same time, every now and then we'll be cracking up with laughter. He was a very jovial person, very witty. At that point of time, I thought if I ever become a teacher, I want to be like him. I want to be firm, I want to be approachable, and at the same time, I must have a good sense of humor just like him. And I must always share interesting anecdotes with the class. Okay, the next teacher I must mention is Mr. O.I. Lip. He had a very unique name, O as in O-H-I-A-I, and then or A-Y-E, and then Lip, L-I-P. A very soft-spoken gentleman who used to have very beautiful handwriting. He will write cursive on the blackboard. Those days we call it blackboard, but usually it was green, dark green, and he used to write with a chalk, and he used to write so beautifully. I actually used to follow his handwriting, and I used to write like him. And he was a history teacher, and he made history lessons so interesting, and he was one of the reasons why I started liking history, and I was always doing well in the subject. In fact, in Queenstown, in my cohort, I scored the highest for history, and I got a prize for that, and I owe that to Mr. O.I. Lip. He actually inspired me to take up history. So after my O-levels, I went to another school. I went to Victoria School, and I did my E-levels there. I took up history, and eventually in university I took up history, and I also became a history teacher. So I'm glad that I was able to teach history well, not only in Singapore. I've actually taught history in Indonesia as well, and when I was teaching there for a year, I was in this school called Bina Bangsa, Pantai Indah Kapok, and I was voted as the best teacher in the school when they did a survey among the students. So this is one of the success stories. And another one was I met a couple at a club. I remember Ceylon Sports Club. I was having dinner with my friends, and a couple walked up to me and said, "You are Mr. Punithan, right?" I said, "Yeah, I am. You are?" And she said, "You won't know us, but we are the parents of one of your students, from St. Margaret Secondary School." And so I asked them, what is your daughter doing now? Of course, I couldn't remember that student, but they said, she's a history teacher now, And you know something? You are the one who actually inspired her to become a history teacher. I said, "Oh, really? Oh my goodness, you people really made my day." When I heard that, that was one of the happiest moments in my life. Teachers always, would like to hear how well their students are doing, and if at any point of time somebody mentions that we played a small part in their lives, to impact their lives, that is the biggest reward a teacher can get. I must remember when I was a trainee teacher, there were some teachers who also impacted my life in a very positive way. They are a big inspiration to me till today, and one of them is Mr. C. Kunalan. All right, former national sprinter. I think he's close to 80 years old now. Very soon he'll be 80. I don't know when, but I know he's approaching 80. But he's still fit and he still inspires. He's one of the nicest human beings ever. If you ask any PE teacher in Singapore, right, they must have some connection with Mr. Kunalan. We call him Mr. K, and they will say that, oh, Mr. K is one of the best teachers who ever trained PE teachers in Singapore. Mr. K, happy Teachers Day to you. And my best wishes once again to all of you. Continue teaching and continue to inspire lives. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to do this video. I'll catch up with you once again. Happy Teachers Day, one and all. Bye-bye.